Okay, good morning, Orders Math 2. I'm sorry I'm not here, so I felt bad that I needed to review with you guys. So I thought I would record a video of me reviewing the key things that I want to go over. You can ask the sub other stuff if you want, but these are the ones that I want to go over. First of all, I want to go over number 1 with you guys. Question on the test is like number 1, so make sure you guys are writing this down and ready to study this question. Big thing, it's going to put together what we did with dilations at the beginning and what you know. First of all, if you remember, we moved this. So we moved that A to there. Whoa, my pen just broke. And we moved this C to here. So that's at 3, 0. This is at negative 3, 0. And we moved that B up to 0, 4. Okay? So we moved it up a little bit so that it was easier to manipulate. First of all, we're going to dilate by a factor of 2 from the origin. So basically, we're going to take every point and double it. So if this is at negative 3, 0, we're going to make it at negative 6, 0. We're going to call that A prime. This is going to be at positive 6, 0. That's going to be C prime. And then B is going to be 8, 0. And all I'm doing is doubling the, or 0, 8. So if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we're just going to make this off the graph a little bit. So this triangle should look twice as big as our original triangle. Okay? Now, perimeter, we just need to know the sides. So I can tell from A to C, that's 6 long, because it was negative 3 to 3. And I can't tell the sides, but I can split this in the middle and make this a 3 and this a 3 and this is a 4 and do the Pythagorean theorem because I know these are right angles and get a 3, 4, 5 triangle. Okay? So we did that on the dilations part, so it's just kind of a little review of that. And so now I'm going to find the perimeter of triangle ABC, which is the original one. And all we have is 6 plus 5 plus 5 because those are the 3 sides of your triangle, which gives us a 16. Now if I find the perimeter of the A prime, B prime, C prime, it should be twice as long. So we can kind of see that this one now is from 6 to negative 6, so that's 12 long. And this up here is to 8. So everything is doubled. So if that side was 5, this should be 10 and 10. So we have 12 plus 10 plus 10, which is 32. So you should see that the perimeter is doubled because we doubled everything. Okay, now let's talk about areas. So area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. This triangle has a base of 6 and a height of 4. So 1/2 of 24 is 12. The area of the big triangle now, be careful, don't just double that, because that's not how it works. The area of the big triangle would be 1/2 12 times 8. And look at it, we're doubling 6 to get 12. We're doubling 4 to get 8, so we doubled twice. So this is 6 times 8, which is 48. So when you double area, or double everything, the area is going to increase by a ratio of, we have the area is 12 to 48, which is 1/4, or I would accept 4 over 1, 4 times as big. This question is going to be on the test. Different triangle, same type of thing. You have to do Pythagorean theorem, and you have to compare the areas. Okay? Okay. If you have questions with anything else with the sub, they can go over it. I'm going to go over another question, so turn to number 8. Okay, on number 8, this is a very missed question on the test. Number 8, we need to find x. Okay, we cannot use this 10 unless we were doing that side there. You cannot use side splitter because you don't have both sides split. So I have to do triangle to triangle. So we have a triangle that's 5 and 7, and then we have a triangle. Sorry, that picture is terrible. Sorry. of 15 and x. So we have to compare triangle to triangle, so I can go 5 is to 15 as 7 is to x. I would reduce that, and I get 21. So that triangle is 3 times the small one, not double. It would not be 14. Okay, so just make that clear. Okay, now on number 9, because we did split the sides, I can use side splitter if you want. You don't have to. But if you wanted to, you could say this is 9 and this is 8 minus x. I wouldn't do that. I would just say, oh, I have x and 9 as sides here, and I have 8 and 12. Or you can do x is to 8 as 9 is to 12. If you do this, that reduces to be 3/4. You get, 4x, equals 24, and x equals 6. So be careful on how you set it up. One other one I'm going to go over on here is I'm going to go over number 11. Number 11, you have to do an angle bisector. And these two triangles right here are proportional. I'm not going to use the 20 other than write this side as 20 minus x. So I can do a lot of things, but this is what I would do. I would do 14 is to 18, and I would reduce that by 2 to get 7/9. And if I put the 14 on top, I'd have to put the x on top, and with the 18, I'd do 20 minus x. And I would cross multiply that. I'll let you guys solve it. It does come out to be a decimal, so you know. Okay, so these are good questions for you guys to study. And number 1. Okay, I think we're okay on this page. And I think we should be good on this page. There are quite a few multiple choice on this test. Can't remember how many right now. These are very similar to what you see on the multiple choice questions. Okay, make sure you remember how to do number 18. Just a little key. Okay, turn the page. Okay, on the test, you're not going to be asked what proper you use, but I thought the more you can write this down, the better it would be for you to remember, because you can't use your notes on the test. Okay, so that's why they're there. Maybe you would be writing opposite angles are equal or consecutive angles equal 180. I'm going to go to the next page. And I want to talk about number 27 because on the group quiz you guys missed that a little bit. Okay, so first of all, this is a rectangle. It doesn't ask you, it will ask you on the quiz and ask you on the test. A rectangle does not mean this is 90 degrees. A rectangle means you have isosceles triangles because all your diagonals are congruent and they're bisected. So if that's 52, that's 52. These are right angles, so if you did 90 minus 52, you would notice that these angles are 38, 38, 52, 52, 38. Remember, you have a pair of isosceles triangles, 2 pairs. So y would be 38. Sorry, I left that one off. And to find x, we would just use a triangle, 180 minus 76, because that's what we have, which would be 104. Okay, so this would be 104, and this would be 76. So properties I used that rectangles have 2 pairs of congruent isosceles triangles. Okay. Another one I want to point out is number 28. I'm not going to do all of 28, but I just want to point out the angles because some of you guys missed this on the group quiz. Isosceles trapezoid means that both sides are equal. It means that this angle A and this angle D are congruent, and this angle B and this angle C are congruent, but not A and B. But I should know, because they're parallel lines, that I have alternate interior, not alternate interior, I'm sorry, same side interior angles congruent. I need to go back, sorry. That I have same side interior supplementary, so I made it equal to 180. Solved it. Just so you guys know, I got x is 39 degrees. Okay. When I solve this, And then I find ADC. So ADC is this angle right here. Okay. I know that this angle and A are the same, so if I plug in 39 into here, I would get angle A, and angle D is the same. This is 78 minus 17, which is 61 degrees. So consecutive angles equal 180. Okay, last thing I want to go over with you guys. Turn the page. I think we're pretty good on rhombuses. I want this video to last about 15 minutes, so if I might go over 30, but we definitely need to talk about 29. There is a question on the test like number 29. We haven't done very many of these, and this is from last year, systems of equations. You can do substitution or you can do elimination. So let's set up the question. It's a parallelogram. That means opposite sides are equal. So 2x plus 9y equals 42. And x equals 15 minus 3y. Now, I don't usually use substitution, but this is a good problem to use substitution because it is set up. So 2 times x, which is 15 minus 3y, plus 9y equals 42. I'm going to distribute. 30 equals, or minus 6y plus 9y equals 42. Or 30 plus 3y equals 42. 3y equals 12. Y equals 4. Now with substitution, the good part is I can go right there and I can find what x is. So x equals 15 minus 3 times 4, or 15 minus 12, which is 3. You could also do elimination with this one, but I thought I would talk about it. If you did elimination, you would have to take this highlighted problem right here and solve it and move it over so the 15's by itself. So I would add 3y to both sides. Okay? And then I would multiply everything by -2 and do elimination. So if you want to always do elimination, then you would have to set it up, which is called standard form, and do it. Okay? I think I might have enough time to do number 30. Property used here is opposite sides are congruent. Both pairs. Okay, last one, maybe we have time to go over rhombus. Think about a rhombus. Rhombus, the big thing is the diagonals are perpendicular. So right away, I know 90 is what? So I'm going to put diagonals perpendicular. Okay, next thing is the diagonals bisect each angle. So diagonals bisect each angle. And that's not going to help us for n. Sorry, that's going to help us for x. So if this is 43, this is 43, this is 43, and this is 43, so z is 43 degrees. To find x, you can do 90 minus 43, and so x would be 47. And so these would all be 47. You guys can find n by setting them equal to each other. So n, all 4 sides are equal. Okay? This is due tomorrow for the test. If you have any questions, make sure you come with questions for the test, but otherwise I think you should be okay. Please study the ones I went over, because that's probably going to be really what you need, especially these angles. I did think n should be fun. Okay? Good luck. Group quizzes look good. Hopefully you guys saw your mistakes. And good luck on the test tomorrow.